What's up, guys? It's KH Limited. Welcome to another episode of Spill the Tearal, which is usually my JRPG podcast where I talk about JRPG news, what games I'm playing, what I want to play, release dates, blah blah blah. But this week is going to be a special episode. I'm not sure if you can tell from my voice, but I am like very sick right now. I woke up dying, and so I actually had zero intentions of actually recording an episode today because I could barely talk. I just felt like sleeping the entire day. But it is like evening now, and I do feel a bit better. I'm still not good enough to record an entire full-length episode. I feel like I would 100% lose my voice by the end of that. So I try to think of what I can do very quickly, like a short, fun episode that I can do as a special episode. And I thought this would be fun. So I'm going to be trying a tier list today for this episode. And obviously I do have audio listeners. So whatever moves I make, I am going to say out loud just so like whoever's listening, they kind of know what's going on. But I'm going to be doing a tier maker tier list for the Kingdom Hearts series. I'm going to be ranking every single Kingdom Hearts game on this tier list. Now, you should be able to see on the screen right now if you're watching the video version, but I've already put some of the games in its own section called dupes for duplicates. So like things like Kingdom Hearts Coded, I'm not going to rank because I'm going to be doing Kingdom Hearts Recoded. They had Birth by Sleep here a few times because they had like Final Mix and all that separated, etc. They had Kingdom Hearts Key and Unchained Key. Pretty much I removed all the duplicates, so we have like one of each game. So I have Kingdom Hearts Final Mix, Kingdom Hearts 2 Final Mix, Unchained Key, Recoded, etc. etc. So I'm going to be ranking the actual main games of the series. So I'm not 100% sure, but I think this may be the first time I'm doing a tier list. I'm not sure if I've ever done one in my life. Maybe I have, but I honestly don't remember any time I've done this. So we're going to be starting off. One thing I'll say, I've mentioned this I believe in the podcast before, but the way I rank games in my head, or at least like I perceive them, is 100% based on enjoyment or like how I felt when playing the game. What that means is even if a game is objectively in quotes, seen as good by like the masses, or like is just seen as like a amazing game from according to the mainstream, if I didn't enjoy it, I will think of it as a game that's not like that good. One of the kind of like my hot takes is Breath of the Wild. It's seen as amazing by a lot of people. I didn't really enjoy it, so I just don't see it as that good of a game personally, obviously subjectively. And so I'm going to treat it the same as this. So like whatever games I enjoy playing at the time are going to be higher, even if they're like objectively worse than like other games that I may rank lower because I enjoyed them more. So we're going to be doing it like that. So right off the bat, first game, Kingdom Hearts 2 is going to go S tier. That is my favorite game. I played this like 300 times as a kid. I fucking loved it. So that's going to be going to S tier. And these logos are super small. So I'm trying to see what else is here. We have, let's do 358 over 2 days. This is a game, I'm not sure how people perceive it now. I remember back in the day, people used to like feel meh on it, I think. I loved it all the time. I mean, I've loved it since I've played it. I remember playing it in high school on my DS. I have really good memories of it. I love the online multiplayer of it. I love the story. I love that it was very different from the other Kingdom Hearts games where you were actually playing as Organization 13 and Roxas. I love Shion's story. So I actually put 358 over 2 days in very high regard. So I'll be putting it in A tier. I like it a lot. I think the only reason it's not going to be an S tier, honestly, is because of the physical limitations or the technical limitations. Like if it was on par with like even Kingdom Hearts 2 graphics wise and like gameplay wise, it probably would be S tier for me, honestly. But because it was so limited in terms of graphics / visuals / kind of like the combat, I think that's why it's gonna be an A tier. But I fucking love the game, and that is a game that if they ever remade, I'm gonna jump on right away because I really like that game. From there, let's see what's gonna be easy. Okay, you know what, I'll do this. Kingdom Hearts 1, I've said this multiple times, but I think it is a D tier game. I did not like the game at all when I played it. I tried playing it like 4 or 5 times, and I've always fell off at different parts of the game. I just think the combat, I mean, this makes sense because it is literally the first game in the series. I think the combat is like easily the worst in any of the games. It doesn't flow that well. The story I wasn't that interested in. I know a lot of people like the more Disney focus of Kingdom Hearts 1 where like the Disney villains were a part of the plot. But since I played Kingdom Hearts 1 after 2, which may sound weird to a lot of people, I was already kind of like used to Kingdom Hearts 2 style, which was like more like the story of Organization 13 and all these Kingdom Hearts original characters and even the Final Fantasy characters, where when you were in Kingdom Hearts when I went back to it and it was all Disney focused, I didn't care as much. And I've said this all the time, but while I enjoy the Disney worlds of Kingdom Hearts, that is not the reason I play the games. Even though I loved it as a kid, like I loved going to the Lion King's world, etc., etc. I know this would never happen, but if one day they were to announce for some fucking reason that like Kingdom Hearts is dropping Disney and is going full original worlds, I honestly would not care. Like I'm fine with that. I think the original worlds of Kingdom Hearts are the best. Of course, that wouldn't make sense. It would not be Kingdom Hearts without Disney, but that is to say that I don't really care about the Disney aspect that much these days, and because of that, I think Kingdom Hearts 1 is just not that good to me because of its focus on Disney, its mechanics just being worse overall, and it being the first game. I just think it didn't really do anything that good in my opinion. And again, like I said, I'm gonna be ranking these based on my enjoyment. I did not enjoy it when I played it, and I gave it a lot of chances. So like, it's gonna be D tier for me, unfortunately. Kingdom Hearts 3 is interesting because when I played it, I really enjoyed it, like because it was, it was like the legendary Kingdom Hearts 3. We've been waiting for the game for like 80 years, and so when I finally got to play it, I really enjoyed it. This is one of the games where like the more I thought about it after I played it, I realized that I didn't like it as much as I thought. I'm not saying it's a bad game. I think it's a really good game, but like, I remember looking back at it, I'm like, yeah, it was very like backloaded. Again, it was very Disney focused until like the last 10%, and the gameplay, they kind of, I think, missed in a lot of points compared to Kingdom Hearts 2, where like, in Kingdom Hearts 2, you went to a world for like a section, then you had to go to another world for another section, then you had to go back to another world a second time when you're doing the second round, where in Kingdom Hearts 3 is like, you have to play a world for a very fucking long time, then you have to move to a new world and play it for a very fucking long time. And so I thought the balance of Kingdom Hearts 3 was pretty bad, but overall I think it's still a pretty good game. I'm thinking of putting it either in A tier or B tier. I'm not sure which one. I think B tier might be a bit mean, so I'm gonna put Kingdom Hearts 3 in A tier for now. We'll see when I'm fully done. I may like look at like all the games and see whether I think one game is objectively better than the other one, not objectively in my opinion, and like maybe shuffle things around. But for now, Kingdom Hearts 3 is an A tier, along with 358 over 2 days. You know what, let me do Dream Drop Distance, because this is a weird one for me. I played this on the 3DS, obviously. I liked it, but it's one of the games where I didn't think it was like amazing, but I didn't think it was bad. I think this may be the definition of like a B tier game, because like when I beat it, this is one of the games where I was like, yep, I beat it, I'm done. Like I don't really need to play it again. I did play it for a long time because I guess I was at the age where like I could just like fuck off and play a video game for a long time, where I was in Dream Drop Distance trying to, I forgot the systems, but like, you were able to like meld, I think, Dream Eaters to make like more powerful ones. And so like, I was googling guides to find out how to make the strongest Dream Eater, and I think I was taking a while to make the T-Rex Dream Eater, and I have like very specific memories about that. So I did enjoy it when I did play it, but it is one of those things where like, I don't know, for some reason it doesn't feel like Kingdom Hearts to me. I don't know why. It is a very, like, I actually like the story. I like kind of how crazy it goes with like the time travel and all that shit, and with all the anthems and crap, or Xehanorts. But yeah, like when I look back at it, I didn't enjoy it that much. I think at the end of the day, when I look at Kingdom Hearts games, it depends on the worlds too. I think Dream Drop Distance, the world selection was like pretty weak overall, which is why I didn't like it that much. Because when I think about it, I'm trying to remember, I don't think there's any world in Dream Drop Distance where I'm like, ooh, I love that world. They're all like whatever, and so like I don't really think that fondly of it. So I'm gonna put it in B tier for now. Honestly, I could see it slipping down to C tier, but I think B tier for now is pretty good. I just realized I forgot to put Chain of Memories in the dupe section. I will do that because we already have Chain of Memories here. I know they're technically different games, but I'm just gonna be putting like the most modern version of the game in the ranking. I'm not gonna put like the oldest versions because I'll be here forever then. Okay, from here let's move on to, oh, I just noticed Dark Road is here. I didn't even notice this. Dark Road. This is so hard because story-wise, Dark Road is pretty fucking dope. Gameplay-wise, Dark Road is like the biggest, smelliest piece of garbage. Oh my god, gameplay-wise is so bad because you literally just have to leave your phone on auto and let it play through the levels. The balance was horrible, and just like I barely considered a game. I remember like when I tried playing, I'm like, what the fuck is this? And so I just waited like a year or whatever the hell it was to get the full story. I think it was more than a year, and then I just watched all over on YouTube. So like, it's weird. Story-wise, I considered very, very highly. Gameplay wise, I don't. I would say gameplay is a D, story is A. So I'm gonna like average it out-ish to a C, because I think the gameplay was just very bad that it kind of brings it down to a C. So I'll put Dark Road there. Union Key, I actually very much liked. I think I'm trying to remember what exactly the gameplay was of Dark Road, because I know it was different from Union Key, but for some reason I can't pinpoint exactly what it was. Union Key, I actually liked the gameplay. I thought it was fun. I have very fond memories of playing it, going through the story. I actually went through a lot of it. Like I think I went through like 95% of the story like myself, playing wise, and then like the last 5% I just watched on YouTube, because at that point the balance of the game was very wonky, where you were able to pull like strong medals very easily, and at some point it just wasn't really that fun anymore. But I really love Union Key. I love the multiplayer aspects. I used to play it all the fucking time, and like again, based on my enjoyment, Union Key was very much up there. So I'm trying to see if it's B or A tier. It's funny because if it goes in B tier, then I'm going to be dropping Dream Drop Distance, because I like Union Key a lot more than Dream Drop Distance, but I'm trying to see. Because I don't know if I enjoyed it as much. Actually, maybe I did. Okay, you know what? I'm going to put Union Key in A tier along with Kingdom Hearts 3 and 358 over 2 days for now, because even though it's a very different type of game, I did enjoy it a lot when I was playing it. So it's gonna go up there for now. You know what? Let's just do this right now. Birth by Sleep. I know this is like a very this may be another hot take one. I know Birth by Sleep is a game that a lot of people love, and something that's kind of mind blowing to me. But for a lot of people, Birth by Sleep is like the best Kingdom Hearts game for them. Where to me, I never understood personally. But I Birth by Sleep was an interesting game for me because this was the first Kingdom Hearts game I played after being a fan of Kingdom Hearts. So when I was a kid, I got Kingdom Hearts 2. I loved it, and at that point in my time, I was so young where like I didn't even know what its series were. I just played Kingdom Hearts 2. This was just a game I played, and that was all. I just played a game, and it was cool. After finding out that Kingdom Hearts is a series and kind of getting to the series a lot more, at that point, Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep came on, and I was like, oh, this is gonna be my first Kingdom Hearts game that I'm actually getting as part of the series, and like explicitly knowing that. And I think when I played it, I was just kind of like let down because it was just when I went into it, I had the expectations of Kingdom Hearts 2 were like, oh, I love Kingdom Hearts 2. It was a grand adventure, and I really loved in my opinion at the time, I'm not sure now because I haven't played in a while, it was a very long story. But when I played Birth by Sleep, I was very disappointed with how short the story was, and the fact that you had to play the same story kind of 3 times to get the full story. And even then, I consider it kind of like the same story 3 times. I don't consider it like an extra long story that you get to just switch between 3 characters over the span of it. So Birth by Sleep, honestly, for me, wasn't that good. I'm also one of the people that I didn't like its combat compared to Kingdom Hearts 2. I forgot what people call it. I think it's a command style combat. I don't like it that much. It's okay. Like I liked it fine, but like when you compare it to something like the mainline games like Kingdom Hearts 2 or 3, I think it falls below, in my opinion. And so I believe this is more below. Honestly, I see it slightly above Dream Down Distance, but not that much away from it. Where like, so I'm gonna put Birth by Sleep in B tier along with Dream Down Distance for now. Where I played it. I had fun. The multiplayer mode honestly was very fun. I love that a lot. I remember playing with my brother a lot. But in terms of like ever going back to it, I honestly don't think I'm ever going to go back to Birth by Sleep and play it again. Like Dream Down Distance, I don't really remember any world that I was really excited to play. I think the story overall was a very somber, sad, depressing story, and so like when it comes to that, I just don't have any interest in going back to that. I mentioned this before, but I like being immersed in a game's world because it's usually very fun and exciting. And Birth by Sleep, in my opinion, just wasn't that. It was very like depressed, somber. Ven's story is very sad. What happens to Aqua is very sad. Terra's going through it the entire time. And so like the fact that all 3 characters kind of going through it the entire game doesn't really entice me to go back to the game really ever. So it was a game. I enjoyed it. I think it's a B tier as of now, but it's a game that I don't think I'm ever going to go back to, honestly, ever again. And so yeah, right now, Birth by Sleep is in B tier along with Dream Down Distance. There are only 3 games left, and the logos are very small, but I believe... Oh, we have Melodies of Memory. I forgot that game even existed. I don't even know how to rank this. This isn't even like really a Kingdom Hearts game. I didn't really play it. I played the demo of Melodies of Memory just so I could get a feel of it. I'm not really a rhythm guy fan. Or rhythm game fan. I thought it was fun. I just played it for like an hour maybe. The actual story, I know they had like some cutscenes that were kind of important. I just watched on YouTube, I believe that's where I saw it. So again, this is very hard to rank because I don't think it's a bad game. I think it's a good rhythm game, but I'm not going to be putting it like an A tier because like I don't... Again, it's based on my enjoyment. It's kind of hard to rank it because I didn't really play it. So like I want to put it like in C tier because... I don't know, this is really hard. This is really, honestly, this should be unrankable. I should make another thing that's unrankable, but just for, this video, I'll just put it in C tier because it wasn't an actual Kingdom Hearts game, but the story was still good. Honestly, just kind of the same reason for Dark World, the gameplay isn't... If I'm comparing it as a Kingdom Hearts game, the gameplay falls short, in quotes, technically, because it's a different style. But yeah, I'll put it in C tier for now. Technically, it should be unranked, but yeah, it's whatever. It's still above Kingdom Hearts 1 for me, honestly. I did not like Kingdom Hearts 1. We have 2 more games. We have Recoded and we have Rechain of Memories. This is interesting. Rechain of Memories I actually very much like. This is actually another one of those games where I think people didn't like it when it first came out, and I'm not sure what the consensus of it is now, but I love the card combat. I thought it was very fun. I thought it was very good. Honestly, the only weakness of Rechain of Memories was kind of like the entire world system where you're kind of in these simulated worlds, and I think at some point the game started feeling repetitive. I actually don't think I ever finished the game myself. I think I got to like the final boss or the near final boss, and I just fell off for whatever reason. I think I got busy, but I actually very much enjoyed Reaching Memories, and this is a game actually like I could see myself going back to and replaying at some point because I did enjoy the gameplay. I thought the story was enticing, and so I think Reaching Memories is pretty high. Again, this is what I was saying. I want to put this in B tier, but I do think Reaching Memories is better than Birth by Sleep and Reach Out Distance. So that's hard. Maybe it's A tier then. I kind of feel like this should be like a B plus tier. I'm kind of having a hard time with this. For now, I'll put it in B tier, but it may. I don't know. I definitely think Reaching Memories is better than Birth by Sleep and Reach Out Distance, in my opinion. But I'll put it in B tier for now. We have one more game which is Recoded. I believe this game is hated from a lot of people. At least it was. I'm not sure now. I love Recoded. I just have such good memories with it. I love playing on the DS. It blew my mind where like the combat to me was surprising. Where like at that time when I was playing my DS, I'd only played games like Pokemon and turn-based stuff, and like I didn't know you could do like proper real-time combat on the DS. And so when I got into Recoded, I was like, ooh, this is really fucking good. And I enjoy the combat. I can't remember it because I only played it once. That was a long time ago, but it felt like a simplified version of Kingdom Hearts 2, so I really much enjoyed it. The story was actually pretty interesting to me. I was enticed in it. I love the bosses. I remember the specific boss was against, I believe it was like an anti-Sora or something, which was really fun, and it was very fast-paced, and it like it legitimately felt like I was fighting like a data battle in Kingdom Hearts 2. That's kind of like the tier of boss battle it felt like, and so I very much enjoyed it, and Recoded honestly to me is A tier, so I'm going to be moving Recoded to A tier. Right now, everything is ranked. It's kind of like this nice triangle except for S tier, so for the audio listeners, I'll just read out all of them. On S tier, I have Kingdom Hearts 2. A tier, I have 358 over 2 days, Kingdom Hearts 3, Union Key, and Recoded. B tier, I have Dream of Distance, Birth by Sleep, and Reaching of Memories. C tier, I have Dark Road and Melody of Memories. And D tier, I have Kingdom Hearts Final Mix. Now, I just want to confirm if this is the final ranking that I want to do. Kingdom Hearts 2, I'm good. 358, I'm good. 3, I'm good. I don't know if people actually order their actual tier specifically. I know some people do that where like the first one is the best one. Maybe I can do that too for fun. Why not? So in A tier, I believe the one I enjoyed the most is probably 358 over 2 days. Then it would probably be Kingdom Hearts 3, then Recoded, then Union Key. I'll put it in that order. In B tier, first place will be Rechain of Memories, and then I will have Dream Out Distance, and then Birth by Sleep. C tier, I'll put Melody Memories first and then Dark Road, because Dark Road is just very weird. And Melody Memories, again, is just very hard to rank, but I'll just put it ahead of Dark Road. And D tier is only Kingdom Hearts 1 Final Mix. So yeah, this is very funny because you have this perfect slant for A, B, C tier, but D and S tier is just one game each. S tier is like my perfection, which is Kingdom Hearts 2, and D tier is like the worst of what I see, which is Kingdom Hearts 1 Final Mix. But yes, that is my Kingdom Hearts tier maker tier list. If you enjoyed this type of episode for Spill the Tearal, let me know. I was thinking of doing special episodes every once in a while where I do something like this, and I want to try to experiment with different types of special episodes. My last special episode was just a deep dive into Dragon Ball Sparking Zero and my thoughts on it and the whole news buzz that happened to it recently. And this special episode is me doing a tier list. I do want to experiment with different formats for special episodes to see what clicks, what doesn't, but I had a lot of fun doing this. It honestly was actually longer than I thought. I thought it would be like a 5-minute video, and which I would kind of feel bad about because usually you guys get like 40 minutes to 60 minutes, but at least in recording it's 20 minutes. I'll probably edit down a bit, but yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed this special episode. Sorry if I sounded like shit because I'm very sick, but it is what it is. I will see you guys next week for the next episode of Spill the Tearal. Remember to like, comment, subscribe if you're on YouTube. If you're on audio services, remember to rate me highly. I have a Twitter, Spill the Tearal, so follow me on that if you want to, but I will see you guys next time. Peace.